PGT in English, High School Plus Dharmavaram, Vijayanagaram. Dear children, marriage is the happiest occasion in one's life, isn't it? There are so many interesting activities during the marriage, or pre-wedding, or post-wedding. But children, you know, marriage is a form of united of two different families. We can see some marriages are spoiled due to anger, false prestige, and lack of understanding. We can see it in the play, the proposal. Before going to the play, let's watch the overview of the lesson.
Overview of the module. Before you read, reading text 1, thinking about the text, thinking about language, speaking and writing. Then we proceed to title of the lesson and author of the lesson. Title: The Proposal. It is written by Anton Chekhov. Now let's move to objectives of the module. Learning objectives. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify different types of conflicts in the text. Compare the wedding ceremonies of India and Russia. Describe some Russian phrases used in Old English. Articulate with correct stress for the words given in the text. Use some phrases in your own sentences from the text. Let's move to before you read. Under this, we have to answer two questions. Question number 1. Think possible meanings of the word proposal. Scheme, nice. Plan, super. Program, wonderful. Manifesto, excellent. Motion, well done. Next, let's move to the second question. Can you guess what kind of proposal the play is about? Here 3 answers are given. You have to choose the correct one. Option 1, a suggestion, plan, a scheme for doing something. An offer for a possible plan or action. The act of asking someone's hand in marriage. Okay children, you can answer it. Excellent. The answer is act of asking someone's hand in marriage. Now, we can see an audio about a marriage. Then, after we have to discuss on a reading article about Russian wedding. Preparation for Russian wedding. Both bride and groom families share the expenses of reception. Wedding procession of several cars. The best friends of the groom or bride meet before wed and conduct some contests for the both bride and groom. Loser must pay cash. After marriage registration, the newly married couple leaves the guest for a tour of the city sights. Bride's friends ask the groom some riddles and he answers them with the help of his friends. After dinner, the bride gets stolen, of course, by his friends. The groom has to find out. If he fails, he has to pay fee to his friends. Bride's friends steal the bride's shoe. The groom must pay fee. Now we can discuss some similarities and differences between Indian and Russian weddings. Wedding ceremonies in Russia and in India. Customs similar to Indian ones, customs different from Indian ones. Customs similar to Indian ones. Wedding procession, groom coming to bride's house to fetch her, reception, stealing of the shoes, honeymoon, groom's paying. Customs different from Indian ones. Making posters, writing speeches, organizing contests, fighting involving, climbing stairs and answering questions, city tour, ceremonial toasting, kissing bride or stealing bride. Let's know about the author Anton Chekhov. He belongs to Russian nationality. His language is Russian language. He was born on 29th Jan in 1860 at Tanggrad, Russia. His father is Pavel Yegorovich Chekhov. His mother name is Eudonia Chekhov. His notable works are A Dry Story, The Seagull, and Three Sisters. His spouse, that means wife, name of the wife is Olga Nupna. He died on 15th July 1904 at Baden-Württemberg, Germany. Now, let's move to about the play. About the play, the proposal, originally it is titled as Marriage Proposal, is a one-act play, a farce by the Russian short story writer and dramatist Anton Chekhov. It was written in 1888-89. The play is about the tendency of wealthy families to seek ties with their wealthy families to increase their estates by encouraging marriages that make good economic sense. Especially, we should know what is one act play. Here the play with limited characters, a single theme and a single setting is called one act play. And also it is a farce. It means one type of comedy. We can continue the remaining things in the play. Ivan Lomo, a long-time wealthy neighbor of Stephen Chubko, comes to seek the hand of Chubko's 25 years old wealthy daughter, Natalia. All three quarrelsome people, and they quarrel over petty issues. The proposal is in danger of being forgotten amidst all this quarreling. But economic in good sense ensures that proposal is made after all, although the quarrel perhaps. Characters in the play The Proposal. Stephen Stefanovich Chubukov, landowner. Natalia Stefanovna, his daughter, 25 years old and good-looking girl. Ivan Vasilievich Lomo, a neighbor of Chubukov, a large landowner, hearty but very suspicious landowner. Now, setting of the play. A drawing room of Chubkov's house. Reading text 1. Lomo was an unmarried man in his mid-30s. He couldn't get a bride of his choice, but looking at his advanced age and several ailments that he had, he decided to compromise by proposing Natalia for marriage. Natalia was Chubkov's daughter and Lomo's immediate neighbor. Both families never got along well. Even after that, Lomo thought Natalia to be fairly good-looking, well-educated, and great housekeeper. So Lomo visited Chubko's home. There is a small conversation between Lomo and Chubko. Chubko, hello Lomo, what a sudden surprise visit. How are you? Lomo, fine, thank you. What about you? Chubko is extremely happy to meet him. He asked him to sit down and also inquires why he was wearing an evening dress. Lomo tells him that he has come there with a purpose. He tells him that he wants to request him about something. Suddenly he gets excited. Chubko feels that he must have come to borrow money from him. Lomo starts to speak, talks about random things, finally tells Chubkos that he has come there to ask for Natalia's hand. Chubkos gets excited at hearing this. Now you can see conversation between Chubkos and Lomo. Chubko, don't beat the bush. Tell me why you have come. Well, I have come to ask your daughter's hand. Chubko gets so happy that he starts to behave idiotically. He hugs Lomo and kisses him. Lomo tells Chubko he wants his consent for the marriage. Chubko tells him that he was always hoping that he would come to ask for Natalia's hand. And also conversation follows. Chubko, oh, I'm so glad to hear. It's been my continuous desire. I will call Natasha now. Thank you. Do you think I may count her consent? Lemo starts trembling due to our excitement. He feels that he needs perfect partner to lead a quiet and regular life, but he now has palpitations. He can't sleep. He starts to jump like a mad person. If he looks for an ideal love, he would never get married. He feels that Natalia is good housekeeper. He says that she's beautiful and well educated. He feels he's already too old to get married. Now, how he's thinking about Natalia. It's cold. I'm trembling all over with excitement. Glossary. Privilege means advantage, shan't, shall not, pardon, forgive, awfully, very or extremely, assistance, help, spit it out, speak out, to seek hand of the girl, to propose, by Jove, by God, desire, strong feeling, idiotic, very stupid, consent, agree. Let's check our understanding. Assessment. Here, the first question is, what does Chubko at first suspect that Lomo has come for? Here, option 1, he must have come for asking money. He must have come for asking daughter's hand. He must have come for asking his assets. He must have come for asking medicines for his illness. Now, you can think, children. Sure, yes, your answer is correct. You must have come for asking money. Let's move to the second question. Second question. What is the setting of the play, the proposal? That means where the main action takes place. A bedroom in Chubko's house, a bedroom in Lomo's house, a drawing room in Lomo's house, a drawing room in Chubko's house. Now you guess the correct answer, children. Yes, excellent. Your answer is a drawing room. Chipko's house is correct. Now let's move to the third question. Who is addressed in the play The Proposal as my darling, my angel, my treasurer? Option 1. Stephen Stefanovich Chupko, Ivan Veslovich Lamo, Natalia Stefanovna, Anton Chokno. I'm sure you can guess the correct answer easily. Yes, excellent. Your answer is correct. Ivan Veslovich Lamo. Next, question number 4. Who is an excellent housekeeper and an educated person in the play? Here is also 4 options supplied as usual. Stephen Stefanovich Chubukov, Ivan Veslovich Lomo, Natalia Stefanovna, Anton Chubukov. I'm sure, no doubt. Yes, your answer is correct. You hit the right ball. Natalia Stefanovna. Reading text 1 is continued. Natalia comes and asks Lomo why he had not come there for a long time. She informs Lomo about the harvest. She asked him why he was dressed in an evening dress and inquired if he was going to a ball. There is a small conversation between the two characters. Natalia.
Even, how do you know? Why haven't you been here for a long time? Sit down. You are in the evening dress. Are you going to ball or what?
Lomo. Thank you, Natasha. I have come to your house only. Before Lomo told Natalia his purpose for the visit, they were off the point. He starts telling her that he has known her family for a very long time. He also tells her how he inherited his land, how he respects her father. He tells Natalia that his oxen meadows touch Natalia's bachelor. On hearing this, Natalia says that the oxen meadows are theirs. Conversation is followed. Ivan. Nasha. My oxen would touch your bachelor.
Even, auction wood is ours, not yours.
Natalia sticks on her point those meadows are theirs. Lomo, on the other hand, says that he has the document to prove that it is his land. Natalia tells him that they had that land for nearly 300 years. Both of them continue fighting over the ownership of the land. Lomo offers to make a present of them to Natalia. She also says that she can make a present them to him. They start shouting at each other. Conversation is followed. Natalia.
Please, don't shout here. The lands have been there with us 300 years ago. Understand?
Lomo. Natalia, don't worry, mom. I will give them to you.
It's ours.
No, it's mine. Chupko also enters the room. Natalia asks him to tell Lemo that oxen meadows are owned by them. Chupko also supports Natalia and regards the meadows as theirs. Lomo refuses. Chupko says that by shouting Lomo cannot prove that oxen meadows are owned by him. Chupko accuses Lomo by saying that he can't talk to him so disrespectfully as he is twice of his age. Conversation followed.
Papa, explain till auction meadows are ours.
What's that? What did you say? Oxygen meadows are mine. How can they be yours? Think as the reasonable man. Lomo threatens that he would take Chubko to the court. A lot of abuses are exchanged between them. Chubko says that Lemo's grandfather was drunkard. His younger aunt Nastias ran away with an architect. Lemo felt that he was dying, so he could not say anything at the time. Natalia also calls Lemo a rascal. Chubko calls him a villain and a scarecrow. He also calls him a monster. Now, conversation is followed. Chubko, hey, you Lemos have had lunacy in your family. Lemo, never mind about my family. We are honorable, not like yours. Glossary. Eager, expressing anger. Lovesick, loving. Trembling, shaking. Palpitations, irregular heartbeat. Twitch, sudden, quick movement. Lunatic, mad. Negligee, form of nightgown. Inherited, received by Ajanaya. Oxen meadows, land of grass for oxen. Birch woods, a wood of birch trees. Reckon, anticipate. Glossary is continued. Implore, beg someone earnestly. Gypsies, a group of nomadic people. Impudent, not showing due respect. Mowers, a person who cut with mower. Horse, sounding rough and harsh. Restrain, prevent from doing. Inherited, received by as an heir. Lunacy, state of being lunatic. Excruciating, intensely painful. Drunkard, a person who drinks habitually. Carafe, flask. Now, check your understanding. Assessment. Identify the meaning of the word negligee in the form of nightgown, in the form of meadow, in the state of lunacy, in the state of palpitation. Now children, you guess the correct answer. Yes, excellent, your answer is right, in the form of nightgown. Then we go to the second question. What is dispute between Lomo and Natalia Ova? Option A, possession of peasants, possession of birchwood, possession of oxen meadows, possession of mowers. Think. Very good, excellent, your answer is correct. Possession of oxen meadows. Question number 3. State whether the statement is true or false. Lomo could not say anything at that time as he felt dying. Now decide, it is true or false. Very good, excellent. Your answer is true. The statement is true. Let's go to fourth question. Thinking about language. Under this, we can learn how a word should be articulated according to stress. Stress rules are discussed briefly. Rule number 1. Stress should be on the second syllable from the last for the words ending with TION, SION. For example, location. Here 3 syllables. C is stressed. Another example, separation. It is a 4-syllabic word. Here R is stressed. Television. Here is also V is stressed. The syllable is last from the second. Rule 2. Stress should be on the second syllable for the two syllabic verbs. Export. Here it is two syllabic word. Export. Port is stress. Implore. Implore. Here is also plural stress. Now rule number 3. Stress should be on the first for the two syllabic nouns and adjectives. For example, neighbor, clover. Here, nei, clove are the stressed. Rule 4. Stress should be on the second syllable for the polysyllabic words ending with IOUS, EOS. Here, you see poly means more than two syllables. Now, malicious, delicious. Here, second syllable is stressed. Now, we have an exercise in our textbook. Let's discuss the words how are stressed. Look at the following words in your dictionary and find out how to pronounce them. Pay attention to how many syllables there are in each word and find out which syllable is stressed or said more forcefully. Now, syllabification and stress are discussed in the slide. Here, the word palpitation, it is four syllabic word. Here, T is stressed. Interfere, first syllable in is stressed. Implore, here second syllable P is stressed. Thoroughbred, it is also three syllabic word. So, it is not stressed in the dictionary. Accustomed, it is a three syllabic word. C is stressed. Temporary, it is a four syllabic word. Term, first syllable is stressed. Behavior, it is also not stressed in the dictionary. Documents, it is a trisyllabic word. D is stressed. Pedigree, three syllabic word. The first syllable is stressed. Principal, here first syllable is stressed. Evidence is also first syllable is stressed. Misfortune, here second syllable is stressed. Number of syllables are all trisyllabic words. Malicious, here second syllable is stressed. Embezzlement, trisyllabic word, B is stressed. Architect, it is a trisyllabic word, first syllable is stressed. Custom, C is stressed, trisyllabic word. Temporary, first syllable is stressed, it is a fourth syllabic word. Behavior, already we discussed, not given any stress mark in the dictionary. Documents, here the first syllable is stressed. Now, let us check our some phrases which are not used in contemporary society. Now, we can see some Russian phrases. Expressions are ways of speaking that strike as more Russian words than contemporary English. The following Russian phrases are identified in the text. Some Russian phrases are identified in the text. Russian phrases, spit it out, she's like lousy cat, honored Natalia Stefanova, you pity Foga, malicious, the villa, the stuffed sausage, the vision fashioned from rascal, the scarecrow, puff, double-faced intriguer, and rascal. Now, let's move to speaking session. Speaking and writing. Anger management. As adults, one important thing to learn is How to manage our temper. Some of us tend to get angry quickly, while others remain calm. Can you think of 3 ill effects that result from anger? Note them down. Suggest ways to avoid losing your temper in such situations. Are there any benefits from anger? Now, let us discuss. There are various ill effects of anger. 3 ill effects that result from anger are listed below. It causes headaches and health problems. It gives a rise to anxiety and blood pressure. It ruins relationships with people. We can avoid losing your temper by trying to stay calm in difficult situations. Take a step back and think carefully before you speak, and avoid thinking too personally.
Although it is inadvisable to stay calm and not to get angry often, but there are some benefits of anger also. It makes us aware of injustice and help us voice our opinion against it. It motivates us to stay focused and helps in solving disputes and facilitating negotiations among people. Now we are going to discuss the final assessment. Assessment. Match the words with appropriate syllables. Here list A and list B are given. Under each set there are 4 answers. First one, palpitation, misfortune, examination, implore. Now list B. 3 syllables, 2 syllables, 4 syllables, 5 syllables. Dear children, first of all, we have to see the words from list A and calculate how many syllables are there in each word. Now, you have to answer them. I am sure you can say, okay, super, your answer is correct. 1. Palpitation is a 4-syllabic word. Misfortune is a 3-syllabic word. Examination is a 5-syllabic word. And implore is a disyllabic or 2-syllabic words. Let's go to next question. Choose correct stressed word. Here, same word is repeated in 4 options. Option A, examination. Option B, examination. Option C, examination. D, examination. So, we have to identify the correct answer according to the stress rule. Okay, dear children, damn sure you can answer it. Very good. Examination is the correct answer. Chubuko speaks very lovingly to Lomo because you have to select best answer. A, he loves him. B, he sees him as his son-in-law. C, he wants that Lomo should come frequently. D, he is very happy. Now, think children. Yes, I'm sure you can say right answer. That's right. He seems him is a son-in-law. You hit the right word. Excellent. Proceed to next question. The statement that is true about Lomo is: he is an old man. Option A. He suffers from talks of excitement. Option B. He wants to make Natalia his business partner. Option C. He wants to travel all over the world. Then you choose correct answer, friends. Okay, sure, excellent. Your answer is correct. He suffers from attacks from excitement. Next question.
Question number 5. Which word does not suit Chipko according to Lomo? Intriguer A. Grabber B. Old rat C. A lousy cat. Among the four, which word name is not suited to Lomo? Right, children? Sure. Very good. Excellent. A lousy cat is not suitable word. Next one. Which is not Russian praise? Children, already we have discussed 13 more Russian phrases in the play. Now you remember them and you first of all you observe the four options. Option 1, intriguer. B, the villain. C, old rat. D, the gentleman. Children, yes, damn sure you can guess it. Right answer. Your answer is the gentleman. D option is the correct. And we can meet in the second module for the remaining part of the lesson. Thank you for all.